Welcome to A Brush with Art and welcome to our Christmas show. I have been so excited about today's show. I'm going to show you some ideas for making handmade ornaments. And all of these ornaments were made by family and friends. And I just want to give you some ideas and pass them along to you of things they did to enhance just an ordinary ornament. For instance, this one was beautiful like it was, but she added all of these ribbons and little beads and musical instruments to make it even more beautiful and also to make it unique and make it one of a kind. And here's another one that was fine just like it was, but then to add this beautiful silver and gold bow made it even more beautiful. Here is a tin blue ornament, and they added the blue and silver ribbon, a little bow, and then the iridescent ribbon to make it very special. Here's another blue one that came from the Holy Land, and even though it was fine the way it was, they added the perfect ribbon, blue with little gold stripes and then little bells to make it very special and make it different. Here's another one that's one of my favorites. It has the little tiny miniature red birds, and then to enhance it, they added another red bird and then the little narrow gold ribbon to it. And here is another really pretty one. This has the navy bows to match the navy ornament and the navy bow and little rosebuds, and this is the colors of the FBI, and this was made by my niece who's from the FBI, but I've been sworn to secrecy, so I can't tell you who that is. Here's a beautiful one, a little silver and pearl ornament, and it's covered with lace scraps from wedding gowns. And here you have your seed pearls and your sequins and your different lace, and it's just glued on there, and then the little gold roses and ribbons added to it. And let me see, what are some others? Just a beautiful blue ornament, and then the perfect bow made just right and just the perfect size. Another blue ornament, and see how this one is enhanced. Even though it's already blue and gold and looks great like it is, here she has added blue ribbon, gold ribbon, little blueberries, and made it even more beautiful. And the same with this little gold ornament. It has the chiffon wired ribbon and then the little gold berries to make it special. And you would think that this darling little house could not be made any prettier, but it was. Look at how she fixed that. The miniature silver bows and the little miniature silver flowers. How beautiful. Now let me see, what else have I got that's very special? I think this is a special one because it's just a plain gold ornament, and yet it has the gold leaves and the little gold spirals and the little gold berries and gold ribbon. It makes it beautiful. And let's see, another plain one that is made even more beautiful with the gold bow. And here we have a green one. It has the big red rose and then the green ribbon and the green leaves and all of it together, a little net, and it makes just a beautiful ornament. Handmade and very special. And here's something else that is so pretty, just like it is. Just a beautiful gold cone, but then they filled it with the greenery and the gold berries and the gold little flowers and the miniature gold ribbon to make it even more pretty. And let me see, here is just a cute little bell, and they glued to it a gift and a little calico ribbon and a little bit of greenery. Hope you're getting some good ideas for making homemade ornaments. This is very simple, but it's very striking. It's the dark matted ornament, and then the dark green and gold and red ribbon, and then a little red berry and a gold berry. Just perfect. Just the right touch. And let me see, what else have I got here? I think I've got everything on that tray. And let me show you a few more. Let's see. I think I want to show you these. These were made by my mother-in-law, and she makes all of her ornaments by hand. And this one is a little angel. I wish I could tell you how to make it, but I'll have to ask her that. I can kind of look at it and figure it out. But this is a gold pipe cleaner. This is a little painted face you get at the craft store, a little bit of angel hair, and a pipe cleaner for her halo. And here we have gold and lace wings and her little dress and a bow tied around it. It's just that simple. Here is another angel. And this again is lace sewn into a circle to make her wings, and then folded into this to make the long skirt. Little satin face, satin bow, and silver halo. Isn't that perfect? Darling, one more angel. This is made with string, and you just tie it very tightly around two little wooden balls and put your little halo on. Make some wings out of lace and add this bow and a rosebud. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay, and in the few minutes that we've got left, I want to show you this one. This is an egg-shaped styrofoam, and she folded each little gold paper into a little triangle and then stuck it on with a straight pin, and then covered it with the next one, and so on down until she got the whole thing covered and made a beautiful pine cone. And this is a darling one. This is made from a paper towel holder. You cut it into pieces, and then she glued white satin on the inside on both ends. She covered it with red velvet and then laced this gold cord around it with little silver tipped straight pins, and then wrap the gold braid around it. Very unique, very one of a kind. And one more angel. This is little glass beads threaded onto very fine silver wire, and then a halo. And isn't that beautiful? Okay, one more. This is probably my favorite. This is made from a 2-liter plastic soft drink bottle. And you cut out a section around the curvature of it. Then you cut out a butterfly shape. You color, this was made from a green plastic bottle. And then you color it with felt tip markers. You glue a hair clip on it. And these little flower things for his antennas. And you have a beautiful butterfly. You can clip it on the Christmas tree. You could clip it in your hair. You could clip it on your collar. Do a lot of things with it. And this is just an example of a few of the ornaments that my family has made. And even though the ones that I make are very different, and I really have enjoyed making them, I always wanted to be able to do something like this, or something as beautiful as this. And I always felt like I couldn't do it. But you know, I finally figured out a way to do it. And when we come back, I want to show you how to make something like this, but keep it very simple and very attainable and easy to do. And we'll be right back. Okay, I want to show you a few more little handmade ornaments. These are some that I made because I could not come up with anything that looked as beautiful as that or that, and it was so intimidating. I would make bow after bow after bow, and it just never worked. But these are some of the things that I made, and this is a little fan. It's made out of wallpaper border. You just fold it like a fan, like we did when we were kids, and add some little gold and a little ribbon and pretty rose, and then some satin ribbon. And that makes a very pretty ornament. This is a little Rock City birdhouse. We painted them and put I see the bird has come off. We have a little bird that goes there. And just little tiny things there to fix it up. These are some of my favorites. These are the little ceramic masks, and see, I'm going to lay them right here. Maybe we can. And we just added a lot of Christmas glitter and glitz to them, and each one was different, and I really did enjoy that. Here's another one I really liked. This is just a pretty little plastic fiddle that we found, and then we found a box of all these little things and glued them on and added some iridescent ribbon to pick up the iridescence of the fiddle and the silver, and that too was one of my favorites. But you know what? I still wanted to learn to make one of these, even though these are creative and they're fun, and I like some of them. I had to learn how to make these, and I finally did learn, and I want to show you how to do it. And I want to show you how really simple it can be, and you can spend as much as you want on them, or you can be very economical with them. And this is what I need to make an ornament like that. I need my ornaments, and I need a ribbon that looks good with it, and some kind of other decoration. And I need a hot glue gun or a hot glue tub. I like the little tub. I don't get burned as bad on them. And I need some wire cutters and a little bit of florist wire. Okay, and here is what I found. I also found that when you go shopping to do something like this, the hardest part is choosing one, because there's so many combinations that you can choose, and you have to decide if you want to do a monochromatic color, all the same color bow as the color of ornament, or whether you want it to be lighter or darker, or whether you want it to be the opposite color. It really gets to be hard to make a decision. But I found this box of ornaments at a very reasonable price. I loved every single color. I couldn't even tell you which would be my favorite color. But I had found the ribbon first, and so this was perfect to go with this ribbon, because this ribbon had all of those colors in it. And you can just see what a difference it makes with each different ornament. And so you can use all the same ornaments and ribbon and still come up with 4 different combinations. So to do it, I cut about 12 inches of ribbon, and you want to be sure to always get the wire ribbon, and that was the key to the whole thing. I was buying all kinds of ribbon, some of it more expensive than others, and it just never looked good. I don't make good bows, and it was so discouraging. But I found out when you buy a good wired ribbon, you cannot go wrong. So I'm going to cut about 12 inches here of ribbon, and I'm going to fold it into about thirds, just about like that. And then right in the middle, I'm going to fold it to get my middle. And you want to always cut your ends on a slant a little bit. Instead of just straight across, cut them down like that. And once I find my middle, I'm going to twist it to kind of tighten it up there. And then I'm going to get a little piece of florist wire. And it doesn't take much, because you don't need the ends for anything. You just need enough to be able to hang on to. And then as tight as you can, wrap that in the middle and just make a little twist of a knot. And then you want to trim it off, and so that won't be in your way. Okay, and believe it or not, this is going to be a beautiful bow. It doesn't look like much right now, but it's going to. Okay, which one do I want to do? Ooh, I think I'll do this one. This is a beautiful color, and this will be an opposite color. Okay, then I bought these different colored little decorations. Some of them match the pink, some match the orchid, and some match the green. And so whether you want to go opposite, let me get this off of here, opposite, or whether you want to go with the green, and that's got the pink in it too, and I like that. I'm going to go with that one. Okay, I want to clip a little bit of this off. I don't want it to be too long, because it won't look good if you get it too long. You want to kind of keep it all contained into a nice little, where it all goes together, a nice balanced piece. Okay, now I'm going to take each of these and I'm going to dip them into the hot glue, and I'm going to wrap it around here, and I don't want to burn myself. And you want to kind of curve it around, and we're going to add another one. First I want to get it curved so it will curve around the ornament, and I'm going to put it right here, and here we have two really good colors. Then I'm going to take the bow and I'm going to just get the end of it where we pinched it together and dip that into the hot glue, and I'm going to put that right there, and then I'm going to just put that aside and let it dry a minute. And I'm going to show you a couple that I made earlier. Here's one of the pink ones, and just a simple little bow made with about 9 to 12 inches of ribbon that's wired, and then some blue and some pink. And let me see, here's another one. Oh, that's the one I just made. Where's the other one? Right here. Here is another green with the green decoration on it, and 9 to 12 inch bow, and it makes a beautiful glitzy ornament just like some of these. And now that this has dried a little bit, I'm going to fix the bow by opening it up and using the wire, make a nice pretty fancy bow. I'm going to pull this out that way, fix that up, and you can see how quick and easy that was. And even then, if you don't want to stop there, there's all kinds of things you can add to it. And let me see where I put those. How about another bow, a gold bow right in the middle of it? Isn't that beautiful? You need to kind of see that up close to see how pretty it is. You see how that just added to it? Or you might want to put some greenery with it. Here's a little bit of silk greenery. Just might want to add greenery. You might want to add some eucalyptus. That would look good with it. How about some of the sparkly stars? Doesn't that fix it up? Well, that's just how easy it is to make an ornament. But the only thing is, let me move this. The only thing is, I couldn't decide, so I had to buy a different one. And here's what I want to show you. I could not decide on the red or those beautiful colors, and so I ended up getting both. But here is another box I bought. We have two shiny ones, and we have two of the matte pearl-like, and I made these the same way by, let me move this over here. I'm running out of time, so I want to really get this in. Okay, I'm going to take about 9 to 12 inches. I'm going to make a bow just like I did the other one, fold it into thirds, cut it off at an angle, fold it in half to get my center, and then crinkle that up real tight, get a little piece of wire here, and tie it real tight, as tight as you can, twist it around. So it really helps if you get these two, your little ends, even. I have a tendency to not get them even though I fold it in half, but of course it's going to look better if you can do that. And clip that off, okay, and I'm going to take the shiny one. And what I got to go with these is I got the shiny berries to go with the shiny one, and I got the matte berries to go with the matte one. And so I'm going to clip some berries off to go on it. This is probably going to take a wire cutter to do that one. Maybe not. Okay. And we've almost got this one done. There we go. Well, that was certainly a lot easier. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to curve it. I'm going to lay it into the hot glue. And I'm going to sit it on the ornament, and I picked up a toothpick with it. I did not want to do that. Okay. Now, and I'm going to do the same thing to the other one. I don't want that to fall off. Got just a couple minutes left here. That's all it's going to take to do this. Okay, and then we're going to stick another one on. And when that dries real good, I will curl these little ends up right here that are sticking out straight. Then I will take the bow and do the same thing. Dip this part of it into my hot glue. Stick it on the top real good. And then let that dry real good. And come back and fluff it up. And it will look just like that. And I finally learned how to do these beautiful ornaments. And again, you could even add some more ribbon. You could add the little star that, well, let's see, where did I put those? The little gold stars or something else here. I have some good-sized leaves that also would look good on it. Get some leaves behind it and see how much prettier that looks, especially with the gold bow in the middle. Makes a beautiful ornament. Okay, well, it can be just that easy. Do try it. Be sure and get the wired ribbon, and you cannot go wrong. And just keep your bow simple. Don't try to make a bunch of loops and pull them all apart, because you don't need that on something this small. Just make your little 2-loop bow and make it generous, and then fluff it up. And now I have one more thing I want to share with you, and when we come back, we'll do that. I'll be right back. I'm still so fascinated with these beautiful glitzy ornaments. And here I went on and added the gold, and then I added a nice king-size leaf to it. And it's just hard to stop. And really, I'm just using stuff that's been left over from other crafts and stuff I already had. Here's just a little bit of evergreen, and just all kinds of things you can do. Use your imagination and just make it your own. But it may be that that's not the kind of handmade ornaments that you want to make. And I've got some more I want to show you that are very different. Once I learned how to do these, then that set me free to go ahead and do some more unique things. But I had to figure that one out. I'm going to twist this around a little bit. When you have just an end sticking out like that, you can just twist it around. Okay, let me show you some more ornaments. And these are handmade, and these are just all very original. These are from my daughter-in-law, Julie, and Julie's from Florida, and she likes to make ornaments out of shells. This one is sprayed gold, and all of these pretty little berries glued inside, along with evergreens and the green and red ribbon. And here we have a little angel sitting on a cloud, and the angel came just like it was, but she put the halo on and the red flower and the little cloud, and there were several different poses of angels. Here's one that's laying on the cloud, and one more from Julie, and that is this little shell that's made to look like an angel and has the cotton in it to made to look like a cloud, and then some ribbon and little flowers on it. And then my other daughter-in-law, Jenny, she also used shells one year. This is from her vacation in Florida, and she brought some sand home, and she and her children made this little ornament and filled it with little miniature shells and sand. And another one that Jenny made that is so precious, and you may have seen this in magazines or something, I had not, but these are made out of macaroni and noodles and stuff like that, and they're real tiny, as you can see. But this is rice, and this is noodles, and this is noodles, and this is ricotta, and each one we had a little miniature musical instrument glued to it. And I just thought it was so precious. Now, I got, in just the few minutes that we have left, I have a few more things I want to show you. Handmade ornaments. And if you can see here, this one is a little miniature clothespin. I think I'm going to lay it down right here. Little miniature clothespin, painted brown or stained brown, and little eyes glued to it, and a little nose, which is just a little fuzzy pom-pom, and then a little red satin bow. This one is a tongue depressor, and it was painted black, and then a white stripe down the middle, and a seed was glued to it for the beak, and a little scarf made out of felt, and a little pom-pom glued to it, and a little scarf, a little felt for the hat. This is a cinnamon stick, and it has a little face painted on it, and then it has a red hat painted, and then this is Snow Tech that you get from the craft store, and it comes like putty, and you just stick that in there. And this is some scraps from molding that's made into a reindeer. And one more before I go, and that is some more scraps from molding with two little teddy bears glued to it. And these are just some of the ideas, and I hope so much that you will try some of them, or if you have any ideas, just share them with me. Thanks for joining, and join me next week when we have another Christmas show, and I want to make some special things with you. Thanks for joining me. I gotta go.